Welcome everyone to part 2 of this video blog. So, I just wanted to say I'm not going to be on too long. I promised my people I would be back after school. School went out at 7. And then I spent an hour or so with my father-in-law talking about strains of weed. Apparently he's more happy and joyous, so we talked about weed. Of course, he had to bring up Don the president again. He always nicknamed him just like Chloe did, Don the Con. I thought that was offensive, but anyways, so I gotta let my body clear up, eat dinner, and then I'm gonna go outside with Chloe for a few minutes and do my business out there. Can't do it here. We don't have any incense sticks, so we can't literally let the, thing go. So, let's see. Let's see. Well, not includes, here's the highlights, place where you're not allowed to smoke pot in public. In view of general public at retail shops, most hotels and other accommodations, restaurants, lounges, clubs, and bars, sports stadiums, concert venues, federal land, including national parks and forests, and some Indian reservation land. So you can, well, all right. So I'm gonna be going and using my little e-cig soon. After dinner. I'm gonna, because that's the only way I'm gonna actually get my pot done. Chloe, of course, told her quit drinking beer, otherwise she ain't gonna be doing it tonight. Me. I told Chloe that we're going to be going out tomorrow to the dispensary because I want to get some more refills so I have it ready to go because I can't do anything in the house except in the middle of the night I can go out with this, right? So I was having a great debate with Pee-wee until I had to leave for school, which school opened up my eyes, really did. But you know what? It's fine. I just want to fucking eat my dinner soon, which the oven is cooking it now. And tomorrow is another night of dinners, which means I got 4 more meals of TV dinners, and then she's got 3 nights of TV dinners, not including myself in the bottom. I think I pulled them all out, so Chloe will be fine there. So me and my father-in-law were talking about different strains of weed, and because I didn't turn the dishwasher on, I can't do dishwashing until tomorrow. So, hi, what's up? You want to talk to me? Aunt Tara likes you too. She wants me to get you a little backpack carry with you. Problem is, how do I get you into the hospital? Oh, there's a bunny in your backpack. I don't know what you're talking about, lady. I don't know anything about bunnies. I mean, literally, you mean the world to me, and I don't like Bun to be missing from me. Yeah. So, I noticed you still got some food in there, so I don't have to fill your bowl up yet. I will fill it up soon, little guy, but not too soon since you left some on your blanket. So, anyways, I popped the cork of this, so I'll finish this. Not many beers left, and I will relax. Where the hell did my thing go again? It keeps moving my paper towels. I'm going to turn around, it goes missing. Did it roll off? No, it didn't. Great. I gotta go find another roll because I can't find this current roll. Oh well. Not one damn thing, it's a million others. Oh well. So tomorrow's a new day, which means I'm gonna be waddling over to the dispensary in the morning now that I know where it is. So, part two is gonna talk about stimulus checks. I'm checked the news feed since I got done with school. And I just talked to Dad. He was ready for me. We talked about weed for a bit. I'm done talking to Dad for a while. What I need to do is mellow out. Of course, Dad turned around and Dad said, Chloe shouldn't be drinking and smoking weed at the same time. Just the whirlies makes you really feel bad. I can guarantee that one. But you know how it is. So, I want to say I apologize to all of you earlier. It wasn't my intentions. With my head hurting and everything else, I'm just gonna try to slowly take care of things. Sassy emailed me. Wanted me to call one of these days, so I should call him soon. Dad emailed me about a Zoom thing. He also emailed me a complete chart of what weed does and how it's used. Some is for day use and others is night use. So apparently the indica is used for nighttime use. So to me, you know how it is. So me and Chloe's gonna crank up a couple hits tonight on Moppy's Walk or whatever, and go from there. So, but anyways, so I figured I'd get that done. The sativa is used at night, is what he said. So he told me to make sure of that. So he gave me this really cool chart. I'd love to share with Gail, but I don't know if Gail's email is working. So, anyways, so I figured I'd get my dinner done, and then I will turn on my TV for the night and soak up some religious movies. And tomorrow's the last day of school for the week, which is 13 days until the election. Unfortunately, the problem is Dad and I did talk, and apparently Dad's doing a happy dance about Donald Trump being stuck with bad publicity again, with the New York Times leaking something stupid about him having foreign bank accounts, big deal. So let's see. Let's see. Mainstream media lies, but I was hoping Pee Wee would get in. So right now we're looking for. Oh, here's something new. I'm going through the news channels for stimulus, right? Fearing a loss, the GOP senators keep distancing from Trump. Look, they're already distancing Trump. Mitch McConnell's trying to pass a skinny cow bill 2 bill tomorrow and doesn't really care about stimulus. So, see, neither going anywhere now. So right here. So here's the latest. It came out 4 hours ago. So I turned my volume off. So if there is a video, but let's just look over this. So basically, there's 2 articles. Okay, so let's just talk about this one. So it says Senate to vote Tuesday on a pair of competing coronavirus bills. This Paycheck Protection Program. And hold on. All right, hold on. So let's just look at both of these. I'm just muting this for a second. Okay, so on your stimulus part, both the procedural votes are more symbolic than real. And rather, okay, whatever. $500 compromise GOP bill. Democrats are expected to block the second time in as many months. Majority leaders derided the vote on $257 billion Republican PPP bill as stunt. It was an inadequate response. See, this is it. This was Chuck Schumer. So Schumer stuck this damn wheel in it. If they just passed something small now and worked their way up. But again, the American people are pissed that if it did pass, they blame the House for it. So if the Senate voted for it, the American people right now think that the American people, as Pee Wee and Gail think, that we're not worth other money. So it says Schumer argued the $2 trillion bill would do more to offset the economic problems, helps local governments, hospitals, and testing. Senate Republicans have roughly rejected a Democratic bill as too pricey again. It's even the subject of ongoing negotiations with the Pelosi and Trump administration. American families, working families, have waited months and months for Speaker Pelosi to end her Marie Antoinette Act and let Congress find common ground, McConnell said. There is no reason a second round of paycheck protection would wait another single day. Really? The thing is they're basically taunting that the paycheck protection program is important. But what about the fucking people that have no money for their fucking rent and they're behind? See, Mitch McConnell's only doing it because he's worried the fucking businesses are going down the shitter. Hey, Sassy, welcome back. And thanks for coming back. I didn't mean to offend you. So let's look over the second stimulus news. The second stimulus news is Speaker Pelosi and Mnuchin engaged in fast-paced negotiation Tuesday night to cut a deal on major relief package before Election Day. But Senate Republican douchebags continue to throw cold water on any deal with the enormous price tag envisioned by Democrats and President Trump. See, now they're distancing themselves from Trump. They're more worried about keeping their jobs and stuff. So they're doing another, we're going to bail on Trump 2 weeks before the election to fuck the American people. Speaking 45 minutes on Tuesday afternoon, the two plan to resume talks on Wednesday. Good for Pelosi, as they try to continue to hash out the difference of range of matters, including funding for state and local governments. That's one of the sticking points. Jobless benefits, sticking point. Funding for schools isn't a sticking point. And liability protections for businesses. Well, if Nancy Pelosi's giving liability protections, I think it's about time. So the thing is the Democrats and Republicans can't get something hammered out. Pelosi and her aides sounded upbeat about the progress in talks. Time is running short, only 14 days till election. Pelosi said Tuesday two sides are close to resolving key sticking point over money for coronavirus testing and contact tracing. Still plenty of obstacles to overcome. In a Dear Colleague letter to her caucus Tuesday's noon, Pelosi said that both sides are serious about reaching compromise and their conversations provided more clarity. Good for Pelosi. Now let me tell you at the end of the story what I think. Our conversation provide more clarity and common ground as we move closer to agreement. Yeah, I see, both serious. Demonstrating that both sides are serious about finding compromise. Yeah, because 2 weeks ago, and the votes can go towards Biden. Senate Republicans, however, raised concerns about the direction of the talks. Closed door will launch on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, closed door lunch on Tuesday, which the taxpayers pay for, and you guys get to go hungry and no money in your pocket to pay your rent. And yet they're turning around and doing this. Well, let's just go ahead. Pelosi wrote, all right, deadline enables C decision. We reached the language, right? And a closed door lunch on Tuesday indicated the deal was unlikely to get a vote in his chamber before Election Day. See? Mitch McConnell's more worried about his fucking seat than the American people. It's time to vote the bastard out. According to Multiple, he said he warned the White House against getting behind such a proposal before November 3rd that would badly divide the Senate Republicans. It's already badly dividing. They're distancing themselves from Trump. Trump thinks he can weasel his way to get it done. No offense to the word weasel to Pee Wee. And yet, they're distancing themselves because they want to get reelected. And if they lose the House, the Senate, the Democrats, this whole damn house of cards falls apart and everyone's going to look bad. But I'll give you my opinion. Leader described how the logistically a bit so quick before the election, given all the legislative hurdles that need to be overcome, as Republican senators are eager to campaign again. Most of the Republican senator pushing over the size of the deal aren't comfortable with anything in the neighborhood of $1.8 to $2.2 trillion. McConnell said publicly Tuesday and Tuesday night that such a deal reached between Pelosi and Mnuchin is only between Pelosi, Mnuchin, and Trump, and is supported by Trump. He would put the bill on the floor for a vote, but he did not indicate a time frame for doing so that could be after election or after Christmas, and many believe any deal would ultimately slip until after the election, the lame duck session of Congress, which would delay until January, after January 3rd. Wow. We put on the floor of the Senate, let Senate consider it. More McConnell, who was pushed a 500 bill by Republicans, are mostly united behind 500 billion. Let's say it was comfortable with a price tag of 1.8 to 2 trillion as Trump's pushing now. It's unclear the package has 60 votes would need it. With pushback growing across the Capitol, Mnuchin and Pelosi spoke Tuesday by phone of what could resolve differences lingered for months. Pelosi told reporters in Capitol Hill, I hope so, when asked of a deal. She and Mnuchin reached an agreement November 3rd. Pelosi said Tuesday projection opportunity the Democrat could strike a deal downplay her deadline for an agreement prior. Pelosi said during an interview on Bloomberg, I'm optimistic because I do think we have a shared value, not many, but a shared value that finally to crush the virus. We all want to get an agreement because people need it, not by Mitch McConnell. Our economy needs it, not by Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, by the way, I have something else to share with the Mitch, but this letter is still big. The window is closing on a deal, okay? That's when Americans can change and expect relief admitted. He says, well, if Donald Trump can't pass it within 2 weeks, another guy, then we can expect to change administrations and get it done after January, which means more money going out to people that need it then. Donald Trump said Tuesday he wants a bigger bill bigger than $3.5 trillion, and he wants it now so it can pass. I'll give you my opinion on that then. And so Republican senator blasted Donald Trump and his cronies by saying 1.8 is too big. They're more worried about the Paycheck Protection Program over anything. By the way, if you looked at the $500 billion bill, they stripped the unemployment. So now, shall we get to our discussion? It says, hey, Cam, it says, and I quote, hey, Cam. Oh, yeah. Northern Lights, White Rhino, jet fuel, rocket fuel, White Widow, white. Oh, yeah. I got enough for at least 3 weeks, man. And I got some vape pens, too. So, triple chocolate chunk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is a border wall. It's basically, but I have to share that with Cam, Eventually, I might have to, do this again soon. So, but I'm going to let the beer leave my system before I do it because I don't want the whirly. So, let's talk about stimulus, the 3 points, okay? Mitch McConnell's distancing himself from Trump. Why? Because he has to. He's got to, of course I'm going to be feeling good. After dinner, I'm going to be taking some. Either I'm going to use my little vape pen or I'm going to use something else. All right, so let's talk. So Mitch McConnell says the Democrats and the Republicans don't feel comfortable sending a 1.8 to 2.2 trillion or bigger. Fortunately, there's 2 reasons they're doing this. One, and I don't think if moderator Pee Wee was here, which he isn't. I wish he was, or Fumblebum, that the debate would continue. But here's the debate. They're literally going to basically turn around and say, look, the American people fucking, the Republicans are distancing themselves from Trump. I mean, look at it. They're basically so worried they're going to lose that they're basically actually causing it to lose. It's like that one movie me and Chloe watched the other day where TV show where it was almost the end of the Sherlock Holmes series, and they go back to 1885 or something, and they're in Sherlock's in the past, the latest back, right? And Mycroft, the brother, is fat, and he looks and he says, "This is something you can't win. This is something you can't win, and this is something that you're going to have to lose on." Talking about women's rights and stuff, right? Well, I think the Democrats right now know that the Republicans know they're going to lose. I mean, look at it. 2 weeks ago, Donald Trump wants a bigger stimulus package, and Mitch McConnell and his cronies say we're not doing it. They're more worried about campaigning. They don't want to give a stimulus package and campaign, so they're going to do the skinniest bill possible. And when they fuck it up and it doesn't go to the House, then they're going to basically try to turn the tables and say, look, you poor Americans didn't get PPP loan, or hospitals didn't get money for contact and tracing, or schools. Hey, Sass, I agree completely with your statement. I mean, if you look at it that way on stimulus, that's the way it is. I mean, it is incomplete. I mean, look. Now, remember, by the way, before I go on, I told you afterwards, I'm going to have to pull up that report again real quick. Give me 1 second, please, everyone. I just don't want you guys to think I'm an asshole. But I want to go back into the news so I can explain the 3 things I want to do. And by the way, even though I've had some beer, my mind is actually open up more, the weed. So I can actually explain to you in details without being a prick. So anyways, with the 3 sticking points with me. So, because we're talking about the election. Remember, we were talking about literally the election. All right, so it goes like this. First sticking point was lame duck sessions. Well, they said they want to do it after the election because they want to campaign. So they don't care about the American people. The American people need housing. They say fuck it, right? Now, even if Mitch McConnell sees it, puts it on the floor, most of the Republicans aren't going to give a deal until after the election because they don't care. They got 2 weeks to campaign. If they take all their time passing a stimulus bill, which, let's play devil's advocate here, they would basically look like the saviors because they decided to give up their time to campaign to get something done. Mitch McConnell doesn't give a shit. He wants more money for his wife and his businesses, as Gail would say, than fucking giving unemployment. Unemployment is not even on the $500 billion discussion. He was at a closed-door luncheon, right? White House against getting behind a proposal before November 3rd. You know why they don't want to get behind on a bill? How about point 2? Mitch McConnell knows Donald Trump's on his way out. I mean, me and Pee-wee, we can go on and on and on and debate over this, but if Pee-wee looked at it from my point of view, they're not even willing to pass anything until after the election. I mean, literally, that tells you 2 things. Either they know Biden's going to win, so fuck Trump. No one wants to fuck Trump. He's our president. Or 2 is they're so confident that Trump's going to win that they'll just wait till after the election so they can do it. But if Trump wins, like I said in the last debate, and both House and Senate are Democratic, you got problems, Now, and he's right. There's 2 weeks to go. You got too much legislation, hurdles to get through. And then here's the thing it says right here. It said Tuesday, the deal is reached between Pelosi and Mnuchin and supported by Trump. Supported. He would put it on the floor for a vote, but he did not indicate a time frame. Again, he's more interested in saving his own ass and his own seat than he is of anything else. Or as they say, he's shining his ass in D.C. As a senator. So you see where it's going. So to me, it's the way it is, all right? See right here. Supported by Trump, he put on the bill, but he doesn't know when. And then it says the third thing is he's pushing for a $500 billion bill, right? Well, here's the thing. If you bring out $500 billion bill that has schools, PPP loans, and contact tracing, no unemployment, no stimulus, and no sticking points for other issues, the American people are going to turn around and vote the bastard out. Literally, they're going to vote him out 100-fold. And then what happens? While he's sitting there and he's voted out because he didn't help the American people, he's only thinking about business. So, and let me tell you another reason why Donald Trump, this was my third point. Why Donald Trump, yes, Cam, I am going to feel it. Why Donald Trump is going to feel bad. Because let me put it to you this way, okay? Donald Trump's paranoid. No, I know I'm not trying to insult Pee Wee or Fumblebum. They're both moderators. But what I'm saying in general is Donald Trump's panicking because there's 2 weeks till the election, no stimulus checks. And he's the one that's basically telling the American people that the Republicans will get on board. They'll get on board with putting it in the vote. But what if every Democrat who doesn't want to be there, or not Democrat, Republican, right, gets the bill to the Senate, right? Let's just say Mitch McConnell goes and campaigns, says, oh, we're campaigning after Thursday because we have 12 days to campaign and everyone's got to get ready for the election, right? Meanwhile, they get a bill ready to go, right? House passes it. Let's just say it's $3.7 trillion, bigger than what Donald Trump wants. He gets everything he wants. Pelosi gets what she wants. Buying the illegal vote, whatever, And it goes to the Senate. And he says, well, Pelosi's on board. Schumer's on board. I'm not on board, nor is the Republicans. And all of a sudden, goes to the vote, right? And Republicans shoot it down. Then they go home to go back to campaign, right? The reason they're doing it is A, they don't want the deficit too high. And B, they don't care. I mean, literally, if you had 47 Democratic senators vote on it and no Republicans voting on it because Mitch McConnell's trying to make the president look bad. I mean, right now, the way it looks is Mitch McConnell's distancing himself. He doesn't give two shits about the president. He doesn't give two shits about the American people. They only care about business. But Donald Trump's a businessman. And Donald Trump knows if he doesn't get this passed in 14 days, he's out, plain and simple. I mean, look, Pelosi came out and is trying to help with Mnuchin. Pelosi wants to look like she's the good and the Democrats care. The Republicans are just saying, well, we just need PPP loans. The recovery is, instead of the V recovery like this, it's V recovery at the halfway point. It's like grinding to a halt. So CNN's basically, as Pee Wee would say, is a local rag. I mean, literally. CNN, CNBC, NBC, ABC, CBS, they all say he's lost. And there's another news article place that's saying he lost. The Washington Post, the New York Times. And the reason for it, Sassy, is because the New York Times just released today to every news agency out there that he has secret bank accounts in China. Can you say secret slush funds in China? Look, Pelosi's had so much plastic surgery. That's the way she looks, but everyone is up for re-election in the House. So if the House stays the House, we're fine. But the Senate flips blue. Donald Trump's got to worry about because the election shows who's for the Democrats and who's for the Republicans. The point is Sassy, the American people need money, okay? And the American people are pissed. They're pissed off at both sides. Some of them are going to vote. Here's how it works, okay? Some are going to do let's just play devil's advocate here, okay? I'm going to do Pee Wee and Fumblebum, okay? Fumblebum and Pee Wee are both Republicans. Now, they turn around and they know Donald Trump will fix the country, okay? Gail thinks the country's going to be fixed. I don't know about moderator Brad Ivy or Hannah, okay? But here's how I see it. You got one party basically saying Donald Trump will fix things, but you got the Democrats that hate the man from day one, that they're doing everything they can, so they're making him sweat. 14 days till the election. They're trying to get a deal passed, right? But Mitch McConnell turns around and says, even if you get a deal passed and you get us on board, we're not stopping our elections or our campaigning. If the president wants this bill passed, let the president campaign for stimulus instead. He's the only one who talked about it in the last debate/town hall, but it was the moderator was ripping him a new one. The American people are suffering. Donald Trump knows right now that if he does not get a stimulus check passed by election, he is out. And he knows this. I mean, that's the main reason why the Democrats are stalling this. They know the American people don't have. They're on eviction moratorium, borrowed time, no jobs, no money, no supplies, and the people that have supplies is sucking it up. making sure they have the supplies. Well, everyone else has to go find leaves around the corner during fall to wipe their ass. So in the end, if you look at the American people's suffering, that Donald Trump's worried, and he should be. And I'm not saying our president should be worried. I'm saying he knows right now that between CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS, PBS, every news agency, even other global news. I read other newspapers from around the world daily, and they're all saying Donald Trump's a joke and it's getting back to us. And Mitch McConnell is basically distancing himself, hoping that if he distances himself, he can actually buy enough time to get reelected. Same with Kevin McCarthy and Pelosi and stuff. But if Pelosi turns out and says, oh, we're doing our best, the only reason why Donald Trump is actually telling Mnuchin, Meadows, and Kudlow to get a deal passed, and a bigger deal, is because he wants to be reelected. Now, there's two reasons for it. One is he's turning around and saying, look, you reelect me, and I will get you a stimulus check. We're working on it right now. That's the smokes and mirrors thing. But Pelosi's sitting there saying, look, if we're doing our best to get a stimulus package, who's the one delaying it? The Republican Senate that doesn't want to do jack shit. They think $500 trillion is all the American people need. Where's the rest of the money? Where's the sassy assassins who doesn't have a dime to their name suffering? Where's the cams who's got to work their ass off doing everything to help out? That deserves their first 1,200 that never got. And then everyone turns around and they think PPP loans help the businesses out. Yeah, the Republicans want the PPP loans so they can bail out things. That includes airlines, trains, buses, cruise lines, all this crap. But doesn't say anything about the American people who's got living with no income in their pocket. And when the moratorium's ended, they're going to court for evictions. No. And by the way, Cam, if you didn't know, Biden already basically stated that if he's president, as I told Sassy this, they're going to legalize weed as soon as possible. But the American people, the reason that Biden's getting a lot of secret votes right now is not about money. You know what it is about? Well, yeah, it is about money. It's about money. The American people are going to sell their votes to get money. They're hurting. And if Donald Trump keeps lying, is what the media is feeding these people, these blue-collared workers that lost their job, these Democrats, then they're going to go, or these the Democrats, let me put it this way so I don't sound like an ass. These people are sitting there, and they're at home, and they're filling out a ballot, and they see Donald Trump or Biden, and they see Biden hasn't said anything about stacking the courts. They say, okay, Biden's got my vote. Or someone says, oh, Biden's going to save the LGBTQIA community by stacking the court. Biden gets the vote. Whereas someone else turns around and says, well, Biden hasn't talked about stimulus checks. Stimulus checks aren't going anywhere, but Trump's trying. I'll give my vote to Trump. Whereas others turn around and they look at it like, we got a stimulus package passed with $1,200 on March 27th. It's now October 21st, let's just say tomorrow. And yet, well, it will be tomorrow in 3 minutes in East Coast, all right? So the 21st of October, no money. They're going to be like, well, as soon as Biden's in, he's going to fix everything. We're going to get housing taken care of, money taken care of, bigger stimulus checks taken care of. So in their mind, they think Biden's going to do this. But as Pee Wee would say, Biden hasn't said anything. It's smokes and mirror there. So they vote for Biden, think Biden will help them. Biden gets the presidency. Biden doesn't do jack shit. They all get evicted. Biden sits there and says, oh, well, I didn't say anything in my campaign about giving you money. Whereas Trump, he's thinking, look, we don't give any money now. The people suffering, even if it's $1,200 and, whatever, go bigger and get something passed for housing, HUD housing, subsidized housing, and mortgage forbearance, and all this crap. If nothing gets passed, then what happens? The American people turn around and they vote for Biden. because they think Biden's going to do it. But Donald Trump's trying his ass off right now. He's trying to bust his ass off to get something done for you all. Or not Biden, sorry, Trump. Sorry, Trump. Unfortunately, Trump's losing because the American people are gobbling up everything that happens. Oh, Trump has a bank account from China. Let's just basically give our vote to Biden. Oh, Trump's got bank accounts in other countries and avoided taxes by the New York Times. Let's vote for Biden. It's basically a political stunt. In the end, you got to ask yourself, what will Biden truly do? Will he stack the courts? Maybe. Will he give you stimulus checks? Maybe. Did he say anything about it? No. He said he discussed stacking the court after the election. That's 14 days away. The American people turn around. The virus is spiking. And they don't want to believe Donald Trump's mouth. They believe Biden. Biden says you just can't turn it off tomorrow morning and it goes away. A lot of people are buying the bullshit that it's going to be here for a year or two and we have to lock down the government. The ones that don't want to lock down the government is the Donald Trumps and the Trumpers. Not that our moderators aren't Trumpers. Some of them are, and I respect that. But if they shut down the government, that means that the Democrats are going to start making this a socialist country by giving more socialist money to people. No, you're wrong. You're wrong completely, Cam. The COLA for SSI, VA, SSDI, SSR, SSS, Social Security survivors, retirement DI, VA, SSI, and railroad benefits is 1.3%. I got an email today about Social Security. Let me read you what the email says, Cam, so you and I are on both same page. You ready for this, brother? Starting in December, approximately 130 million Americans will see a 1.3% increase in their Social Security. Well, this year says the bottom says 1.3, 130 million. This one says this, you see. Let me show you this. I don't know if this basically maxes it out, but let me show you with this. All right, hold on. All right, so hold on. We will mail. Hold on. We will mail. This should be fine. This should make it. There. The lowest increase was 1.3% when Trump got into office, I think. Or I think one of it was under Obama, which was like 0.03%, I think. See? That's what I got for email right there, Brother Cam. Tells you right there that's nothing. And by the way, can I ask you guys a question? Sassy and Cam, I have a question for you about your Social Security cost of living increase. Let me show you this. Here you go. So let me show you. You got a 1.3% cost of living increase, right? Damn it. Continue without supporting, you moron. I'm talking about the company, you know. Hold on. Dude, this ain't cool. Let me find the right one. Dude, I don't care. Quit trying to track me for a second. All right, so here it is. Here's the question, right? What changes in 2021? I'll answer this now. All right. So it goes like this, right? They rounded off to the nearest thing, right? The standard Part B Medicare premium for Part B is 144. So they take out actually 145 meant. So actually 145 a month, right? Now, here's the deal. Because it says it's 148.50, right? 148.50. It will be 149 a month, right? Now, if your cost of living currently, if your Medicare premium is 145 a month and you're paying 149 in January and your cost of living is 1.3, let's just show you mine, okay? So let's just go to calculator. I'll explain it to you real quick, all right? So I get this much money and I times it by 1.3% equals, damn fucking thing, $17.21, right? So I go plus $17. We're just gonna round it off, right? So I bring in that much. Then they take out, or they plus it by 149. So I would bring in under 1,500 afterwards, but if they remove that 149 like they do every month, I would bring in that. So I would bring in $1,341. So go minus this, right? So I would have gained by 1.3%, $17. That's it. Because they think the cost of living is so cheap that we only need $17 additional per month. Well, I get, by the math of the 1.3%. By the way, the 3% was a temporary for 1 year during the pandemic. But you think that the Republicans will get on board with it? They're greedy son of a bitches. So there you go. So the point is, I'm already paying $145 a month of Medicare. Next year, it's $149. And because I bring in too much money on the state level, the state won't cover my benefits. Now, eventually, after several years of the state covering Chloe's Medicare benefits, they will cut her off, saying that she brings in too much. The same applies to food stamps. So because I bring in, starting next month, of $1,341 after Medicare premiums, I'll go down from $16 a month to $12 a month of food stamps. You see? So they base that too. You have like a cost of living increase, whatever. You see? The math doesn't lie. I know the math very well. Oh, I guess I didn't put a cork on this one. Usually do. Oh well. It's not like this is poison, but I know the math pretty damn well. I don't mind foam. Foam's pretty good, but you know what? We're not talking about beer here. We're talking a logical answer. It might give a temporary boost, but the reason the Republicans won't want to do the temporary boost is for two reasons, all right? And by the way, since Pee Wee joined, I'm going to say, out of love for my sister, hold on a sec. It's debate time, biatch. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. So, if you open your mind up, you can basically realize that the Democrats are trying their best to give the 3%. The Republicans won't do it due to the fact that they think because the continuous resolutions passed till December 11th, everyone who gets $206 additional on food stamps doesn't need that that 2.7%, right? 3%, 1.32, 1.7%, 1.7% increase in benefits for 1 year. So technically, because of it, the Democrats, they love this idea. Give extra money. I love it too. Unfortunately, Republicans won't fucking budge. It's like I said before Pee Wee came in on the breakdown. And I don't want to go through the news thing again because frankly, actually let me use my mind for a second to see what it said. Okay. Let me use my mind. My mind's opened up. So the 3 or 4 sticking points from the reports I saw tonight was the American people are fucking pissed off. There's 2 weeks till the election. Mind you, I don't sugarcoat things. 2 weeks till the election. Donald Trump wants Steven Mnuchin, Mark Meadows, and Larry Kudlow to pass something big. Mitch McConnell is distancing himself from the Republican president, because Mitch McConnell wants our president to fail. Look at it. 2 weeks ago, they have to get the Skinny Cow 2 bill passed tomorrow, which they know it won't go anywhere in the House. Then they got to pass the Supreme Court bankrolling. The Supreme Court will rule that Donald Trump's the president. Unfortunately, that's going to cause a lot of commotion for the Democrats if the presidency is up in the head, right? And let's picture it this way. The House stays blue. The Senate flips blue. President stays red. Then the president's going to realize he can't do anything, so he's got to veto everything. Fortunately, that would leave commotion and problems. So Donald Trump wants to pass something within 2 weeks, as I said, which he should, to make it stick that the American people need to have help. Mitch McConnell doesn't care. Look, he wants to pass PPP loans. If moderator Justin was here, he would know this. Nothing on unemployment, PPP loans, schools, and contact tracing for under $500 billion. The House won't do it. Now, Donald Trump wants to pass something bigger. But do you think good old Donald Trump's going to get anything passed bigger? No, because Moscow Mitch won't allow it. He says that the Republicans would, quote unquote, put it on the floor. But he said today, I can't guarantee when we'll vote on it. It might be after the election. Well, then there's 2 other theories here. Okay, you got the mainstream media sucking it up, saying that Donald Trump's losing, and Donald Trump's worried, so he needs to get something passed for the American people. Because if he can't pass anything, then the American people that are getting ready to vote is going to vote against him. Now, the problem is with Mitch McConnell is he wants PPP loans because he wants businesses to be taken care of. Unfortunately, we already have extended food stamps, so we don't need to worry about food stamps right now. The elderly has got their meds covered by the pharmacy. We're not worried about that. And before I answer comments, as Sister Pee Wee knows, I love her dearly, I am not going to answer until I'm finished with my sentence because I do not want to get sidetracked and have a brain fart. My brain's on fire right now. So the American people turn around and basically look at it. And he's saying he'll bring it up for vote, but he can't guarantee it. But if you have 47 or 43 or 45 Democratic senators and independents vote and no Republicans, it's going to make the Republican Party look bad. They're distancing themselves already. I mean, as I said, if you read the news and the article, he's basically saying we need to do this after the election. After the election would think that Mitch McConnell knows Biden's going to win, which I hope not. And if the damn Republicans think that Biden's going to win and they want to basically do a stimulus bill after the election, it makes you think the Republican Party does not have any gonads when it comes to the fucking American people. Now, Donald Trump wants this done. He wants it done now. And I agree. The more the American people wait, the more likely they're going to fucking choose their vote to choose. Okay, I got to do a joke here. I know Pee-wee's watching this. Hopefully Pee-wee doesn't go away. Come on, you fucking shit pot fucking book. Joe Jorgensen. They might just vote Joe Jorgensen in, even though they know that they hate Biden and Trump both for debating. But the problem is look at this way, as I said it before. Libertarian, by the way, jokingly. The American people are sitting there, and they're basically debating, right? One side, Donald Trump turned out, and he said the stimulus needs to be given to the people at this town hall. The moderator ripped them a new asshole. Biden didn't say anything. Biden says after the election, we'll talk about stacking the damn courts. Tells you right there all you need to know. You got the LGBTQIA basically ready to fucking put their vote for Biden because their rights are saved. Trump's not going to take away their rights, but these fuckers are so fearing them because of the fear that they're going to vote for Biden. But here's the other problem. They also want to vote for Biden if the Supreme Court nominates and passes Barrett. And then they say that they're going to have civil war if Donald Trump gets voted in, even though both House and Senate might Democrat. The problem is, again, if Trump gets in, the American people are going to say gerrymandering and all this crap. And that is why we're all fucking edgy right now. 2 weeks ago, everyone in this country is worried. Okay, you got the Chloes of the world. Got to throw that in there for Pee-wee. The Chloes of the world worried that Biden's going to lose and Trump's going to be the president. But let's just say Biden loses and Trump's the president. What if both House and Senate are fucking blue? Then he can't do shit anyways, right? Then they can turn around and impeach him, like I just said, and eventually Pelosi rises to rank president. Bad idea, I know. But, I mean, literally, you got all these scenarios you got to play in your head. What's the composition? What's the percentage of this happening? In this day and age, we don't know. But we have to basically be worried. I'm worried. I don't want Pelosi's president. Hell, I don't even want fucking Kamala Harris president. She's basically trying to bribe the blacks, but good old Donald Trump hasn't lied about what he wants to do for the people. Biden sits back and says, I'll tell you after the election about stacking the court, but he's not once said what he would do for fucking stimulus checks or what he would do. The American people think if Donald Trump can't pass a fucking stimulus check in 2 weeks because he turns around and says, oh, my Democratic people, we're going to get this big bill passed. And then he turns around and says, the Republicans are backing me. No, the Republicans said that they'd put it on the floor. They didn't say they'd vote for the damn bill. That means that they're in cahoots with the president. They're distancing himself. They're either doing it to get reelected, and then they'll work with the president, or two is they're going to turn around and fucking sell the bastard upriver and basically let him lose to Biden because Biden might be an easier schmuck to get things done. No one knows. But the problem is we're in a fucking itty-bitty crappy coffin where we're all debating what the fuck is going to happen. I mean, literally, we're 14 days to the election. Panic is running high amongst the country. You got the fucking Trumpers. Ha-ha! I'm basically pointing to me if anyone needs to know, right? And then you got the fucking non-Trumpers. Me, I'm neutral, okay? Until after the election, I'll tell you my vote. But when I do this, I'm supporting, Thing is, if you look at the fucking media, the media is fucking throwing shit burgers out, and the American people are fucking eating it. Oh, Trump's got 20 damn bank accounts all over it. He supports China. Big fucking deal. Is that real news? No, it isn't. Why is it fake news? Because if I was a trillionaire or a billionaire, you don't think I'd sit there and say, oh, look, I'm going to dump $50 million because I'm a trillionaire into the Bank of Pee-wee account and the Grand Cayman, so Sister Pee-wee would retire. And then someone finds out about it, like, oh, yeah, it's Pee-wee's money. She can pay the taxes, but she's got enough to survive the rest of her life. So you're going to have a limo driver to the grocery store every week. I don't care. But the damn shit burgers are being thrown out. Because they're throwing them out, look what's fucking happening. The mainstream media is lying. Oh, they're basically doing all this. Oh, all these people are saying, well, if Mitch McConnell doesn't pass a fucking stimulus, guess what happens? The American people fucking suffer. And then they're going to vote for Biden. Let them. Because as I said, they're going to regret not voting for Trump when and if Biden wins. The fat lady hasn't sang. It hasn't sang. I wish it did, but it hasn't. So, besides me opening my mind up, I'm also getting tired of seeing stimulus updates because there's nothing going anywhere. 14 days, unless they do something. Now, Sister Pee Wee did say they'd vote something in 14 days, but I don't think it will happen due to the fact that Moscow Mitch and his cronies aren't budging. $500 billion is good enough for them. Yeah, if you were in 1929, when they tried to bail out the government, it was only worth about $5 or $10 billion deals. Now it's trillions. Now, let's go to comments because I spoke my piece. There's 4 types of things happening. Either Mitch McConnell's fucking stalling it to get Trump out, which I hope it's not. 2 is he wants to campaign and he doesn't give 2 shits about the American people, which is more likely. 3 is he thinks the recovery is going good and we don't need to bail out people. But people that have no jobs, people that have to fight for their housing when the eviction's over, someone's got to pay. And the American people are making it stick that the Republicans are not doing enough for the people. So, in my opinion, as Pee Wee said, it's either one side or the other. You're going to see the American people flipping, the ones that want a socialist country because they want fucking free money. And those are the people that don't want to work. Now, I was looking at a meme the other day on my computer. I was flipping through a meme and I came across one in my husband's folder that said, "You're not entitled to anything." And this was Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood. It says, "Get off your ass and work for it." These people think because the government shut down and they can't get jobs and they're struggling and they can't get house payments and electric payments and Christmas presents and all this shit, that we gotta bail them out. And then when the president turns around, the president is great. He's a businessman. If you fucking do not bail out airlines, the airline industry will fucking fail. Then what? American people say fuck the airlines. We don't want to fucking go through their TSA dictatorship or their whatever. But airlines fail, then what happens? You got to go through railroads. Railroads not moving. Has anyone seen the Amtrak list? Alexa, stop. Amtrak is delayed. Greyhound is delayed. Bolt Bus is delayed. We're in a lockdown. We're at a stalemate. Something's got to be done because if you take away airlines, that's jobs away from people. Take away Amtrak, jobs away. Someone needs to do something. I'm not saying we need to do a socialist, but we got to look at it. Airlines fail. No. I mean, look at TWA and Pan Am. They bit off more than they could chew. And by the way, I'm an airline aficionado for airlines. Personally, the newest airline that's going to probably fail soon if the pandemic doesn't get under control is United. Excuse me while I find my oven mitts. I got to let my food cool. I'm having dinner soon. And then I will answer comments. Ah, yeah, there we go. Dinner is ready. Finally. It's late enough. The damn oven, I think the seal's gone. I was thinking about it tonight and it kept preheating for like an hour. Finally, I got done, but my point is you got to look at the big picture. I'm not saying go for Biden, go for Trump. I'm saying look what Trump's doing. Trump's they're trying to get the job done, and Biden's fucking winning by basically sitting there and making the fucking Democrats look great. But the Democrats don't mean shit to me because, look, if the Democrats meant shit to me, they would have had stimulus package passed and the fucking people would be taken care of. Not since March 27th and then Remember what Mitch McConnell said? Let's see what happens. Let it trickle down. Money's all gone, and yet he's still sitting there saying, "Oh, it's too much money." Well, maybe, but someone needs to fucking help. And to me, I don't know anymore. I really don't. Maybe I'm the stupid one, but every time I look at politics, it made me look like a fucking ass clown. And that is the real problem, this American people. I feel like I'm the ass clown in the world, you know. I mean, look, literally, I feel like I'm just the typical ass clown. So let's go over the comments so I don't piss off anyone. I don't mean to rant and rave tonight. It's just, to me, I mean, look, the president shouldn't be fucking dealing with. I mean, look, Sister Pee Wee said it best herself. If they fucking control the microphone, they're going to make him look like a dirtbag on fucking national TV, and the more votes are going to go for fucking Biden. I mean, literally, Biden should have sat there and not tell the president, "Shut up, man." I mean, look, Pence had more respect for me with that fucking fly on his head. Me and Chloe were wondering what that was. I said, "That's a fly," and it was just sitting there. So, I don't receive Social Security benefits. I get $425 before Medicare, and then I get small pension. Well, you're lucky. My dad gets $1,900 on Social Security, and then he gets $500 from his pension. When my dad paid 44 years into Social Security, so you know that's what he told me. But he also can pay, and then when he hits 67 or 70, I think it's 70 or 72, his stocks will be ready for him to draw on that, which means he gets an additional $1,500 a month. Pee Wee. I agree, Pee Wee, 100%. I mean, literally, I agree. I told Chloe this many times over and others. It isn't over till the fat lady sings. I mean, look, we're all edgy. You got fucking people for the Trump side and the Biden side. Me? And by the way, I apologize to you if I did insult you by saying Joe Jorgensen. It was just something I threw out there that my cousin Dinky was saying, look into. Everything doesn't count until after the election. I've said that many times over. I mean, look, you got let me correct you, Pee Wee. You're right. The mainstream media is only sucking it up, wanting Biden to be president for whatever fucking reason. And they'll do anything they can to make Trump look bad. But if Trump powers the base, then it's fine. But all these fucking fake articles need to be translated properly. I mean, literally, if well, I think I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. Let's answer the comments. My mom's disabled. Don't think it says. Well, yeah, exactly. McConnell, Pelosi don't. McConnell cares about PPP loans so his wife can suck up some more of it. And Pelosi doesn't give a shit except for $100,000 freezer jokingly and her $50 pint for ice cream. And I thought $6 and $8 a pint for ice cream was expensive just for organic ice cream. My cousin said something interesting the other day, Pee Wee. She says it doesn't matter who you fucking vote for. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. She thinks the election's already set. So if Biden wins, Biden wins. Fuck it. If Donald Trump wins, Donald Trump wins. She said if the fucking Republicans lose the Senate and we both have a House and Senate Democrat and we have Trump, it doesn't matter. We're fucking peons. We can't do anything. We just make the decisions to vote. It's whoever chooses in the electoral college. And my dad says we should not be worried because we should give it to God. Me, I'm only worried about something, but I want to play devil's advocate in a second. Rita's on the green. Green as in, am I on hole 9 right now, sis, or hole 12? Because I'm playing golf, you know. You said green. So anyways, what was I going to say about this thing? The point is no one truly knows, but you got to look at the politics for what it is. You got fucking so many scenarios and so many conspiracies out there that, you know, you got them saying Mitch McConnell ain't going to budge. He wants $500 billion. If that doesn't happen, he's going to make the Democrats look bad. The Democrats are going to sit there and say, look, you need to vote Mitch McConnell out because even though he's part of the the Republican Party, Donald Trump wants fucking a package passed now to help the people. But the real question is, and this is what the news isn't talking about. Let's talk about devil's advocate for a minute. Is this: if we are looking at it, right, the American people were fucking suffering this bad. Literally, has anyone seen the movie My Fellow Americans, where one president was Democrat, one was Republican? He had James Gardner and Jack London, and each of them had different values and stuff, and they're going to run together on a ticket. And they said, "Oh, we lost our job, and we're living in a trailer, and this and that." And they said, "It's your policies and this and that." And if you look at it from a presidential policy, my question is on devil's advocate is this. No, I don't know if I'm running green. I probably am if I'm filled with gas, okay? Probably a little green gas cloud, but joking, of course, people. What happens to the American people, okay? You got advocates working around the clock on this island and other places trying to give housing subsidies or housing rental assistance, churches, food, all this to help these struggling families out. But all you hear from the mainstream media is family struggling, family struggling, family struggling. And all these people saying, well, Donald Trump didn't do his job, so we're voting for Biden. But that's the mainstream media. What the fuck is the truth of the people? Think about it for a second. When advocates are bailing all these people out, then why are we seeing the mainstream media saying that, oh, well, if he doesn't do this, and, look, if I was going to be running, all right, I would speak up about stimulus before the election. Donald Trump has. That's one good thing about it. But Biden hasn't opened his damn fucking mouth or inserted his foot on anything. Not about stimulus, not about stacking the courts. He's just like, we'll wait till afterwards. That tells you right there where I basically do. Remember, I don't trust Kamala Harris. Never have. But I did tell Pee Wee on course that Kamala would be the next vice presidential nomination for Biden, only on the grounds that if he uses her and he uses Bernie to help with his campaign, this is what I said, that he could probably pass UBI or a big monthly retro check. So if everyone in the country got $2,000 right now, by the time January, we'd all be getting $26,000 to bail us out. BWE knows that country means money. And they would sell themselves for that. But Biden didn't say anything. Pee Wee said it tonight. He hasn't said jack shit. He's sitting back. I don't trust Kamala. Never have. That's one reason why I made the joke. I'm neutral between Biden and Trump. I'd go for Joe Jorgensen. But tomorrow morning I put my ballot in the box, so it gives me time to think. And that's why we're having a debate tonight. And so far, I can tell you the mainstream media is lying. The mainstream media is doing a shitstorm. Now, as my cousin said, if Biden wins, we just got to accept it. He won't be my president, but it's life. I just think between now and 14 days, we're going to have a lot of problems. And remember moderator Kimmy, she thought we were all Republicans. So personally, I'd rather vote for a pot strain over both those idiots. Same with Kamala. I'd rather vote for Northern Lights over Kamala Harris, literally. Yeah, well, let me just tell you this, Pee Wee, sis. I love you dearly. And, we were both wrong, all right? Honestly, I was holding on to hope that we had some type of hope for the American people to have a stimulus. Instead, remember my old philosophy, sis. You know my philosophy. Every day gets closer to the elections. 13 days now by Eastern Standard Time. Where's their fucking money? Oh, yeah, exactly. Trains and trucks can't, but ships aren't moving either. That's the thing. China's in lockdown. I mean, look at Amtrak, for example. They told me they're running it 2 days a week now on all their long distance trains, and their short distance trains are almost non existent till June of 2021. And yet, I can't go from Mount Vernon, Washington to Portland by fucking train. I got to spend 7 hours on a bus with no weed. Unless I have a vape pen, then I got to vape outside. And then it's illegal. Because most people would think it's a weed pen anyways. So I'd be stuck with 7 hours of weed going from Mount Vernon to Portland. And when I get off, I have to have 7 hours of mask on us of that. And those buses don't let you do any alcohol drinking. Literally, can't smoke your weed, can't drink your booze. What's the good is traveling, plain and simple. Fucking thing. I already used my treadmill today 3 times. And I walk 6 miles. So technically, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's government subsidized, but I love train anyway. I'm tired of it too, Pee-wee. Literally. I mean, look. Moderator Justin, our newest moderator, replaced Hannah and Brad and Ivy and Joe. He wants unemployment. He says, without unemployment, the country will collapse. Well, I don't think the Republican Party care. Plain and simple. I mean, look at it. I mean, here's what I say. You had $600 a week. Give them $500 for the next 3 months. If you can't get unemployment stacked up properly then, or go 550 or 500. And let's just say 500 for 3 months, all right? And then they go back to the board and say, well, jobs are suffering and this ain't working. Go to 400. Slowly weed them down so to get them to realize they need to get a job. Take it from 600 to 500 to 400 to 300 every 3 months. Eventually, jobs will be plenty again. That's what I would do. Maybe I'm just a moron, but I'd taper it off slowly and re-upper it, and that would help. But every fucking person out there thinks $1,200 is a godsend. $1,200 does not mean jack shit, sis. Well, my dad and I were talking about that tonight. We're talking about that, We're both giggling about pot, and he says, you know what, Rita? He said, there's too many Trumpers out there that want to fucking blame Hunter Biden for a crackhead. So, you know what my dad said, Pee-wee? Because I think you're going to love this story. He says, why the fuck do you blame Joseph R. Biden for his son being a crackhead? It'd be like you turning around and saying you can't trust Jesus because Jesus and God are the same. God's in a heavenly form, and Jesus is God in human form. Therefore, Jesus says, I'm the Father is me. If you've seen the Father, you've seen me. If you've seen me, you've seen the Father, right? Well, he said each person has a personality. It'd be like you having a daughter, and your daughter's running for president, and you're a crackhead. It doesn't mean that people shouldn't vote for you because vote for your daughter because your daughter is the upstanding citizen. No, he's basically saying they're doing anything they can, which sucks. But his opinion was that if Hunter Biden's a crackhead, it shouldn't affect Joe Biden because Joe Biden's not a crackhead. Well, I beg to differ. But then you have someone that says, well, Joe Biden's a rapist and a pedophile. Well, let the American people buy it. Who cares? Vote for Trump. That's what I say. But if they turn around and do this all the time, the father and the son have 2 different personalities. Why vote for someone whose son's not Joseph Biden? Or if Joseph Biden's running and not running, and he's the crackhead, and Hunter Biden's the good upstanding citizen, supposedly, why not vote for, literally it's just a bunch of hogwash, is what I'm trying to say out of love. You get it the way I'm saying it is. Damn it. Let's just do it this way so I can get my dinner out, because I really do not want to wait all night for this. Oh, fuck. This fucking plastic is falling apart tonight. Gravy. Hold on a second, everyone. There, just give me my fucking gravy and take away the plastic stuff that it cooked with. I don't care about the plastic stuff. I just want my fucking dinner. So, anyways, Chloe had her dinner 2 hours ago. This oven's not working properly. That's good enough for gravy right now. So, point is I believe Biden's is the problem. Unfortunately, my father-in-law says that Biden shouldn't be judged because of his son's actions. It'd be like me turning around and telling Hannah, don't call the sheriff because I'll be judged for Chloe's actions. Well, there's one pup that said that. I don't want to go to jail for Chloe threatening people. Then again, the fucking government doesn't care if she makes threats like she did Sunday night with Trump or Monday against Trump. I can't do a duty to warn. It doesn't work anymore. I don't care. Chloe's bark is louder than her bite. House Club crackers and sharp cheddar tonight. Sounds yummy. I'd love some crackers too. I got club crackers in the other room. 16 boxes. I got to get some more cheese though. I'm out. But right now I'm trying to heat up all the TV dinners. Then I'll cook the turkey. And then I should be happy. Now I'll cook up some hamburger helper. And then eventually I'll be in Portland. Which means I will be at the hands and mercy of my cousin Dinky and my cousin Corey. Which, jokingly aside, mercy, but they're awesome cooks. Better cooks than anyone. Well, besides me. I cook everything by scratch except for frozen dinners. Not box meals. I should get off my ass one of these days to make some, what do you call it? Homemade enchiladas. I think I can master it myself. I have to make sure the little nose is moving. You know, everyone knows I worry about him. If I'm having him, I'll be heartbroken. Let's see. I think Pelosi should trim all the non-pandemic. I think I agree. Trim the fat off and go with 1.8. But again, besides where I fully hit I'll just use this. This should be good enough. With Pelosi says the problem is, even if she won $1.8 trillion, how long is it going to take to pass it? Mitch McConnell already said he ain't passing jack shit. He'd rather let the American people suffer than let it pass until after the election. Now let's talk about that for a second. Debate it without throwing each side in on it, all right? Debating it where my side doesn't matter, your side doesn't matter, but we do come up with a logical side. And the logical side is, why does Moscow Mitch want to fucking pass something after the election? Let's see about it. He's positive Donald Trump will win, or he knows Donald Trump's going to lose, so he says, fuck it, let the American people suffer. I mean, no one knows what's going through that damn Moscow Turtle's head. Oh, they should do a movie about him instead of inside John Malkovich's head. How about inside Moscow Mitch's head? I'm surprised all these people that did movies about Dick Cheney and George W. or George H.W. couldn't come up with anything with Moscow Mitch. I'd pay real money to see that one inside Moscow Mitch's head. Again, I already said that. They don't give a care. When your kids turn out crappy, it usually means you cannot control your family. Show them good. Well, you're right. I mean, I agree with that statement. I never thought of it that way. But my father-in-law, we won't go there. But he's truly a Trump tard, or not Trump tard. Sorry, a Biden tard is what I mean. He's for Biden, and anyone who's a Trump tard, quote unquote, is a moron who should be rounded up because they're insane. I'm sent to the insane asylum. I had to hear that for a bit tonight. We were talking about Chloe's experiment. And then he told me to go out tomorrow to get Chloe, not him, her, some sativa weed to try, which will help her out. Daytime weed, what he calls it. He's like, support locally, pay the state sales tax, which we did, and get some weed. It's better than booze. Well, maybe, but me, there's something wrong with him. Literally. Yells at me for 3.5 hours. We want to talk to Chloe. And then today he's like, this better be good. And then when we're talking about weed, he says, oh, yeah. Finally, I'm like, look, I got to pee. And he was going on about mental illness, bipolar, borderline. He's running on weed, more about weed. And I did not want to fucking hear it. I was like, look, I don't care. What I care about is why. But you're right. He just had his own theory that the father and his son are two different personalities, so we shouldn't judge Joe Biden's son, and we need to vote for Joe Biden. Well, you all know why I won't vote for Joe Biden. That's why I joked about Joe Jorgensen. Why? Because I don't want to deal with this crap. Plain and simple. Why wouldn't I want to deal with this crap? I'll tell you why. Because the American people suck donkey dicks when it comes to it all. Embarrassed on what? Like research. I sent this out fucking 10 days ago. My sister gets back to me now. Well, anyways, let's go back to the debate. So, yes, parents that are good parents usually. Yeah, well, exactly. I agree. Pee-wee's argument is valid. She's got brownie points. Pelosi, again, I agree. Pelosi and McConnell don't give a care. You know, I would love to have you give me some links on that, Pee-wee. I would really do it because I'd really like to see what's going through Pelosi's head. Now, I got to use the bathroom, but before I do, apparently, let's see. So let me just tell you what happened, okay? For a story for you all. So the other night, as you know, Brad and Ivy and Hannah, I told them, don't call the sheriff. The sheriff will arrest me. That was true. My chair broke. Again, that was true. I should show you a picture if I can move the camera around. Anyways, talking about things, I'm trying to get Chloe on weed. Chloe right now is probably passed out doing whatever. But anyways, the story goes that Hannah emailed me yet again after she said she was done with me. And she says, Hun, That should help you feel like you're gonna get the munchies. Well, I don't care if I get the munchies. The thing is, I want to fucking run and walk 6 miles every time to go get a new strain of weed. It's better than drinking. I got plenty around. And you're gonna feel like live and things are gonna high five past your stress. Well, it's like my cousin said, you smoke this stuff, you might not have any stress. I'm trying to get away from Chloe and her fucking Trump this and Trump that and this and this and this. I mean, literally, she gets mad at the littlest things. No way, the sativa strains too. My father-in-law said sativa strains are for in the daytime. I've already looked up the charts. Of course, he's one of the best strains for relaxing me is white rhino or northern lights, and I got both. 96 to 98% pure THC. Get a bong and support it. I'm mellow as a mushroom on some strong indica right now. You know, indica is for nighttime. Thing is, having someone turn around and tell me outright that I am first they tell me that they call the sheriff up and say that Chloe's basically making threats on YouTube. When I said in an email clearly that Chloe made threats to me face to face about everything going on and not that. And I was sharing it with some people. Like if I sent it to Pee Wee and said, oh, Chloe's threatening herself, threatening Commander Chief, threatening us, Pee Wee would understand I'm under stress, but at least I'm sharing it with someone. Instead, law enforcement comes out, worried more about my head after I tell them I'm staggering around and my chair is broken than anything. They let it go. They say, Chloe making threats on YouTube? Not that I know of. The only time she made threats on YouTube is the time that the video is archived where she held a knife to her throat. That was a long time ago. And yet, you know, you got these people, right? Oh, these are the best strains and this, that. Look, I don't care if they're best strains. You know what I care about? Paying $40 for an ounce, leaving, you know, from an actual state pot dispensary. I mean, wherever they're at is a different story. And my food's digesting now, so I should be able to use the bathroom real quick. But you get the idea. I'm tired of it. I mean, look, Pee Wee's right. You don't call the sheriff. If you say, do not call the sheriff to arrest me, and they're doing this, and next thing you know, I'm fucking whacked upside the head with a fucking on a table because I fell and Chloe's panicking. The reason we got the weed wasn't for me. It was for Chloe. Of course, my family thinks the weed would be better because it would be better than me drinking. However, I'm strong enough to know when you mix things, you mix things. I'm voting on tomorrow. I'm putting in my application. Look, I got my e-vape pen I'm going to be using soon. I'm going to share it with Chloe tonight, and then I'm going to go get more oil tomorrow for my vape pens. We have enough, but I just don't want to tap into mine yet and charge it and all that crap. So I figured tonight will be different, and then tonight when I walk Moppy for bed, before I truly go to bed, I'm going to smoke some White Rhino or some Northern Lights before bed, Cam. And I'm going to feel pretty damn good about it, too. But I don't want to think about politics either. That's one reason why I got this. When he starts in on politics, I'm smoking this in the house. Manager can't evict us anyways. We're not a threat. What is it, pot? Who's going to care? Who cares, you know? They're burning ballot boxes in California. I've never heard that one before, but Trump derangement syndrome. Well, you know what? It might make me go to sleep. Usually I don't get to sleep anyways good. Last night I slept maybe 6 hours after having a 3.5 hour cam with my father-in-law about pot.
Water bottles low. Big Boom Boom's water bottles low.
It's low, but it ain't that low, Chloe. I'll fix it a little later, Missy. I'll get it filled before bed. In the meantime, he's chewing on some cardboard.
All right. Come here, Moppy dog.
Let me fix this so I can fix it so it doesn't leak over me. My hand-eye coordination should be better than this right now. But anyways, so my father-in-law gave me a chart on what to do. So I'm gonna go to the dispensary tomorrow to get some sativa tomorrow. He said the problem with sativa is he's been an expert for almost 50 years. Is you put Chloe on sativa in daytime pot, it'll still make her angry. So he says the indica pot will basically mellow her out, but it might make her sleepy. It's mostly indica is nighttime pot, sativa is daytime pot. And if you get a hybrid, either the hybrid pot works with night or day, but it has some type of factors for it. So
there's a health thing saying it makes your heart beat faster and palpitate. Pot does.
Well, good. I'm going to look that up now, Pee-wee. Head buzz is best. You might go to sleep, Rita. Texting him right now and telling him to make it clear that was said is going to get the miscommunication. I don't get what you're texting. I really don't care. Do you understand? You know what, Chloe? I'm tempted. Do we have any incense around? How the fuck am I supposed to smoke this anymore in the house without the fucking neighbors complaining? Fucking crackhead up next door ain't gonna fucking bitch. Fucking dumbass won't do it.
Take Moppy out for a walk.
Well, when? Because I'll be when the time comes and the ladder's empty, I'm gonna have to do it. But you know what? The police stops us on the street. We can be basically fined or going to jail because you're only allowed to smoke this shit in the house. I just looked up the law.
Yes. Well,
So that's why I asked about incense. Good. As long as it's dark out, I'm going to be basically firing this up. What about you? Well, who cares if she is? She's going to report it. I've seen her sitting around the corner fucking taking a shit at the same time and puffing out a fucking thing of fucking dirt.
You see her taking a shit where?
Around the corner with the fucking buildings were built over there. She was taking a shit, smoking a fucking joint at the same time. And I've seen her do it with a fucking pot. She had her little glass bowl pipe.
So she's taking a shit right there.
She didn't think anyone would notice. She didn't want to go in the house because it would bother her kids to smell weed.
Right, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, who the fuck is Alex? Do you know what Alex, Chloe? I have no clue who the fuck Alex is. You know what, Chloe? I'm going to ask for my e-pen shortly because I want to hit. We can do that in the house, and it's about time. Your alcohol's cleared. Mine's cleared. I think I want to try some. So I get the first 3 puffs out of it, 3 to 5. By the way, that'll last you a month for recharging.
All right.
And that
It's
includes
right there. Just press the button and
yeah, I got to follow the box. You got the box?
Yes, I got it here.
Good. Give me the box. I'm going to read this. I'm going to try 3 to 5 hits. If I chuckle and choke, well, I'm going to do this.
All right, I'm going to read it for you to come back down. Okay.
But I'm doing this first.
Okay, turn on 5 rapid clicks. We'll check this out. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, got it on. Clicks to cycle.
All right, so I got to send a message to Dinkster real quick. Who the fuck is Alex? That doesn't matter. All right, so hold on. So 5 clicks to turn it on, 2 clicks to heat, 2 clicks to heat it up. Hold on, I'm doing this. So let me message Dinkster real quick. All right. About a month is what Dad said. But anyways, like I said, who the fuck is Alex? I don't know any. You got it set up for me?
I'm setting it up now, and I'm gonna do 3.
I get the hit
so
first.
What's cycle mean when you cycle this?
I don't know. It just says 3 click. Certain to power it on. Cycle is whatever. You can hold it in and inhale or whatever. This is,
Blue,
like I said,
best
who the
glass,
hell?
metal, best for glass metal parts. Okay, you want reds for big clouds, green for testing the turbines.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Never mind. This is going to take too fucking long. 2 clicks to do this, and is it?
All right,
So what do I got to do?
just inhale.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, here goes. Remember, that's 2 more.
Yeah. I'm taking a small puff. You're getting. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that's some good shit. We got to go get some more of that tomorrow. Yeah.
How you feeling, Pi?
Take 3 to 5 big puffs, bitch. That's what you need, all right?
There we go. Take a small puff. I'm good. Let's see how this works on me.
You're supposed to inhale it, keep it in as long as possible. That's how you get the real buzz. Yeah. Who cares? Big deal. If they do it, they do it. Who gives a shit? You know what? Hey, Sass, remember old Bob? He did it so many times live. He didn't lose a video.
Yeah, that's good stuff. It actually tastes like.
Yeah, so here's what you do. You take this, like Dad said. You inhale as big as possible. You hold it in for about 15 to 30 seconds. That's all you need. Hold it in like this. I'll show you. And they're all worried. You know what? This is freedom of speech. They're going to flag my video. Fuck them. So here we go. Let's try this again.
Baby steps right now. See if you get high.
There. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It doesn't even have a stink smell to it.
Yeah.
So we're going to get some more pins tomorrow and some refills tomorrow, too.
Get you a pen and.
I'm going to get some more Northern Lights, too.
That's my pen, so your pen will get tomorrow. And some refills, too.
Alex? There is no Alex Cop here. Is there an Alex? Have you ever met an Alex Cop? No, I've never heard of an Alex Cop. No. I know there's fucking dipshit cop. There's Rodney, he's a jackass. There's Isaac, he's a fucking moron. Isaac, like the Bible, Isaac. Then there's Duggo.
You're starting to sound stoned.
And then there's Duggo. He's a dick. And then you have Eric. He's the best. You stoned, you mean? Another hit?
You're like spelling Isaac.
I said his name is Isaac and he's a dick. I said there is no Alex. There's an Isaac.
Of course, I met a lot of people by name Alex, but not what they're mentioning of.
Hey, remember Sassy Bob, the one you recommended? It's fine.
Fuck. And then you turn off, and when you hit it 5 times, turn off.
All right.
Quickly, though. It has to be quick. How many puffs are you doing? 5? Don't get addicted to that. That's what you need.
Just let you know she confiscated it, man.
Hey. gotta conserve on this.
Oh, really? We have so much fucking money laying around. You don't need to conserve it. I mean, come on. This is the only way you can do it in the house.
I don't want you to get all high like a kite tonight.
Dude,
Like,
if you don't watch it, I'm just going to do this in the house. Fuck you and fuck your own. I'll pack my pipe up tonight. And yeah, I mean, come on. That's
right.
odor free. I mean, go ahead. This is your first time doing it, man. So you got to make sure that you're mellow as hell and you're not angry. What, are you that worried about funds?
I'm not worried about funds.
We're going to be walking down the street tomorrow getting some more, dog.
Yeah, you'll probably be stoned on the way. Like, yeah.
I'm going to be Chicha Rita Marion. And she could be Chongo Chloe.
You're going to have dreads. You're going to have dreads. You're going to have dreadlocks on your hair. You want dreads? You'll look like a hippie.
Yeah, I passed out for, what was it, 5 or 10 minutes, Chloe, when I hit that.
That wasn't any more than 5 minutes. I
It
mean,
was 5 minutes, right? I hit the table and the chair imploded. Yep, the chair imploded.
so happens you drink. Sometimes you
cut this video before posting it.
trust me. I drank a whole that.
Yeah, you remember. He's like 5 bucket of
Night
bird.
day I was drinking, right? And yeah, I was completely drunk out of it. And I just acted drunk. I felt like all tipsy, like I couldn't walk straight.
Let me just tell you the secret. If Pee Wee knew that Rob, he had a 5-gallon bucket of herb and he was always doing the herb.
If we actually smoked enough stuff in a building, Moppy was there, he could get high. You're like,
the dog can get high even sniffing it. By the way, you just don't want to make sure that I found out if you leave one of these buds in the bunny cage, he will eat it and you would have a stoned bunny, man.
A stoned bunny? Hey, can I have some? Can I have a puppy? I want to be a stoner dog. Yeah.
You see, Hannah surfaces, right, man? And she was all doing that thing, and, I don't know.
He's gonna no. He's like, boy, is he allergic to it? He just sneezes. What is it?
Wouldn't surprise me.
What's that?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Hey,
Hannah said no, I'd like to go. It's 10 o'clock, but Pee Wee's worried the video's going to be flagged. You know what? I don't care, Pee Wee. We're not talking about anything important anyways. By the way, we'll buy some more pens tomorrow. Refills are dirt cheap. I have an additional $60. If you pull your own, we pull our own resources.
I'm good.
Yeah, you feeling pretty good?
Yeah, I am.
How mellow are you?
I feel a little mellower. My
Yeah.
grudges are. I'm only taking what I need for anger management.
Yeah, and I'm going to be carrying one of these pens too, but I'm waiting to see if Dinkies.
I'm going to buy another flavor refill too.
Well, yeah, let's check it out. Let's see what they have. These are refills, right?
Yeah. That'll be my anger management stick. Imagine if marijuana was never illegal and people were smoking it in restaurants. People would be.
So these are what? Refills or concentrates?
Yeah, these are actually liquid.
Yeah, but what are they? Concentrates? They're not pre-rolls and they're not expensive. Let's see this.
Try concentrate, see what it says.
Let's see here. Okay, so this is the brand that we got is Pure Oil. All right, so it says Pure Oil cartridge. So we're looking for. Let's see. So we want to concentrate. It's an oil. So let's see. Let's see. Show all. Nah, that's not it. Hold on. Indica, sativa, and hybrid. Yeah, no.
No, just hit the search on the top.
Yeah, that search for everything, but we're looking at that. That's, let's see. Oh, hold on. All right, so we want pure oil. There we go. So we got it's I don't know where you get this. Let's see. Panda Pack Rate 1 gram. No, those are pre-rolled. I wanted. Hold on. Let's look for it this way. It should do triple chocolate chip. It's an indica. Chocolate marshmallow, chocolate flavors. Yeah, let's see. Lip balm orange chocolate trick gram flour. Oh, that's it. Doesn't show it here. That's weird. Doesn't say. Go to main menu and it doesn't say what it is. It says sativa hybrid and the price range for that CBD strength, THC strength, and brand. Let's see. I'm looking for brands, so let's see what they got there. Apparently their website has been updated. You know what? Smoking is hazardous in my health. Maybe it will help me. I won't have chest pain ever again. Might just work in my opinion. Anyways, I'll be going out and getting some more of this tomorrow. Got so fell over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I passed out when my chair fell over for 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, I should be doing this tomorrow when I get back for ready for school. I'll have to go with Chloe maybe. Man, this isn't bad at all. Where my cousin Dinky is. She's disappointing me right now. Oh well. Oh hell, doesn't matter. Remember to charge it. Yes, I know. Airplane with THC low. Yeah, I agree there. The Earth is good. I was trying to find some of these freaking whatever it is, but the damn pot shop doesn't have it. That's the real problem. You go to Bud Hut. Oh, I don't want to buy a Boeing 3 or Airbus 3 A380. Thank you. I'm just like, why bother? Yeah. All right. So I go here and I'm looking for these things, and they don't have capsules. Oh, they have capsules. Here we go. Here we go. The Double Delicious. Oh wait, those are capsules. I don't want to eat those. I want to put it in my pen. See, that's the thing. They're not telling me where these pen doodads are. You know what? I'll just go there and be like, yo, dude, what's up? I need some freaking, but I ain't going to the other pot shop. No, thank you. That's just too far away. Well, enjoy cleaning the mess up, Pee Wee. Remember to charge. I already did charge it. Thing is I'm getting ready to fire this up soon. Or charge it up, whatever the two. Should find my cousin's phone number, call her up, and ask her what the hell she's doing. This is really cool. Okay, they say these are really good. Do I even need to fire this up tonight? Maybe I'll pull out some Northern Lights tonight. That might help me sleep. Me and Chloe will share one of these tonight, but tomorrow, I don't know. Yeah, Gail messaged me today. Talked. She said, "Get rid of booze. Just think about this, and think about any time you want alcohol, you can just hit one of these." Yeah, well, Dad said I don't need to eat edibles. You know, my husband was a pot expert. He told me to avoid brownies. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what Dad said, Cam. Edibles is a waste in his opinion, too.
They're wasting everyone's opinion.
Everything's a waste. You know that? I'm going to have to get off my ass tomorrow at 9 a.m. to go to the pot shop again. See about some of these refills and another pen. We'll have each of us have a pen, a couple of refills, we're good to go.
You got fully dressed and taking him out.
Well, what about me? You get to wait, Missy.
Well, get ready.
You're the one who wants to go somewhere behind some bush to do whatever.
I'm not doing that stuff tonight. I'm walking. I'm fine. I'm only taking it as I need fix.
And this?
This? I mean, you could have...
Look, I could pack this up.
Yeah.
We can both sit around outside in a dark alley, like you said, and each hit off it till it's done. I mean, the point is, what's the point if we have fucking 4 or 6 jars if we're not going to use it? We can't use it in the house. So
Yeah,
I figured, why not try it out somewhere?
You're right.
I mean, the main experiment is to make sure it works. What's the percentage of what? Look, my husband's the best pot expert since 2016. Therefore, anything higher than rocket fuel and white rhino is what he recommended. I got Northern Lights, white rhino, jet fuel, rocket fuel. White. Northern Lights. And White Widow. Tells you right there, we're good to go. I don't know about your state, but this is recreation, man. So I'm looking forward to enjoying this to no end. Your indica strain? My strain is about 40% THC. I don't know about this. Total cannabinoids is says here that it's a total of 40% THQ and 20% CBD and 12% CBAO and 14%.
So this was a
Torpino.
So this is a lower dose than some of your stuff.
I don't know. It's 40%, man. I'm gonna put some pants on. I do gotta, get ready to go. We don't have a Bic, do we?
Bic?
Yeah, well, you know what? I could use my pipe lighter. Give me a second.
Yeah, we don't have the big lighters.
Oh, well, I'll use the pipe lighter. The question is, where are we headed for it, man?
Anywhere we go, I mean, it's dark.
How dark is it? We don't need any street lamps. You're going first this time around. You're a chicken. That's what it is. You're a fucking chicken.
Okay, I'll do it.
Look, the reason we got it is for you, not for me. I have my own.
I don't need it all in one night.
We're not smoking it all in one night. Thing is this is just we're in the house, and the only time we're walking the dog at night, we might as well.
I feel like I'm floating off the ground. Just doing it to relieve the anger and tension.
Look, the pot shop sells what they sell, okay? If I want 98%, I'm paying $400 an ounce. I'm not fucking paying $400 an ounce. The guy basically said what he said, and it works pretty good, all right? Thing is I'm an expert in pot, just like my husband. I have his book. Now, what I want to smoke is White Rhino or fucking Northern Lights or Rocket Fuel. Jet Fuel's good. That's what Chloe's got. White Widow's good, and White's good. What? I got half my pants on, man. You know. The thing is apparently Chloe. All right, Chloe. Let me tell you what I think. My mind's opened up, so I'm going to say something. Right, Sassy. I'm about to leave for a few minutes. I'll be back, though. I need to cut this video and see if they flag it. Fucking let them flag it. You know why? Because YouTube's a bunch of fucking dicks. I'm waiting for Chloe anyways. How do we turn this off again? She's got the box. She's going to have to figure it out. You know, I really do like this. I really like this. I could do this at school tomorrow, and I won't even give two shits, you know? I'll turn the camera off and... I'm hoping Chloe moves her ass soon. I will be back in a few minutes to do part 3, but, you know, you guys got to give me some time too, man. I was hoping my cousin would message. Lazy McTweedle doesn't care, it seems.
I do care. Get my shit together.
Excuse me, are you named Lazy McTweedle, who lives in Portland?
Yeah.
My cousin, she wanted to see something, and then she basically bailed out the back door. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Let's talk about that for a second, Cam. I gotta get my other shoe on.
Turn it off?
Yeah. It's off?
Yeah, it's off.
So you have to hit 5 clicks to heat it up then?
Turn it on.
Well, anyways, let me just say something. Look, I already know. Chloe and I have the box. It's called an Optium Extracts. And by the way, just to let you know,
I'm taking it out.
Oh yeah, just do whatever.
Yeah. I need a poop bag roll.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, they're over here. recyclable.
Yeah, it is. It is recyclable, man. But you're going outside without me then?
Well, I'm waiting for y'all, man.
Yeah, all right. I'll put this in my pocket. So, look, is this actually off? Yeah, it is. That sucks. I really truly like this. Look, I don't know about you, but Chloe seems to be a fucking bitch, okay? I'll be back in a few minutes to give you the part 2 of the experiment, but I think this is more interesting than anything. Chloe gets first dibs and she doesn't want it. You know why she doesn't want it? I think she's a fucking chicken. Plain and simple. A fucking chicken. A fucking chicken, I tell you. Fucking big ass chicken. Turns around, right? I gotta pee real quick. Turns around everyone and fucking bitches. Bitches. Completely bitches. Thoroughly bitches. Thoroughly bitches, alright? I don't know about you, but I'm gonna tell this like it is while I get my gear set up. Pee real quick and shut this off and go to part 2. I'll tell you what I think. My opinion is they're a fucking asshole. Turns around, right? Dad says to me, this will work out good for her. Right. It'll work good for her, huh? I don't want to use it all. Are we using it one night? No, we're not. What we're doing is we're relaxing. Fortunately, Chloe doesn't want to relax. You know what Chloe wants to do? She wants to bitch. You know what? While we're all sitting around getting prepared for part 3, okay, I want you guys to think, since Hannah's still here and didn't leave, I think you guys think you need to discuss something. And that is Hannah, Cam, Sass. I'll be back in a few minutes. But before I go, I have a favor to ask all of you. I want you to use your mind for a minute and ask the wonderful world of Sassy and Cam and Hannah the question that Cam said. Why is she still not rational? If it's so bad, why is she still rational? Because she doesn't want to use it, is what I think. But I'm going to do part 3 when I get back. But in the meantime, I'll let you know how the other stuff works, okay? In the meantime, let me know what's going on, all right? No, I can't. But I got to pee and then I'm off, all right? I'll be back and I'll tell you how it goes. But in the meantime, stay tuned for part 3. But I want you guys to think about that question, what Cam said. I'll be right back. Please add, subscribe, post, comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button, so some funding for your family, including your dog, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Thanks for watching, and God bless you in everything you do.